Hey, Kim Lawrence. How are you doing, Kim? I'll wait to hear back from you. Let's take a look at some of the shots you got. Are you still shooting with this Sony? Oops, wrong one. Yes, you're still shooting with a Sony. Good for you. I can't wait to see what these are. So 1/15. Looks like you took some, could have been either some day shots or dusk shots. Not quite night. I'm going to guess dusk because it looks like now the light isn't quite gone from the sky yet, but cars have turned on their headlights in preparation for the evening. Albion's got its sign on here. Good spot to shoot at. Must have been on a tripod. Oh, look, a comment. I like how the foreground Albion represents the past and the background Condo represents progress. Everything in between represents a couple hundred years of stories to tell. A favorite. Very cool. Yeah. Good. Brian from Guelph. Good observation, Brian. Every shot tells a story. Beautiful. So, I'm guessing what you're seeing is Albion plus the condo, which, I'd love to live in one of those condos. That would be nice. So, let's see. 1/15 is your speed. F8, ISO 428mm. Likely on either on a tripod or you put that up on that concrete wall, which I know is there. It looks a little bit high, so maybe you put it on one of the steps or something like that. But you braced it, you stabilized the camera. Beautiful. This was great because you got that. Everything is in focus. You're getting the motion blur from that car in front. Black and white looks great, especially with all the headlights on. Yeah, it was a good time of day to shoot. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. The only thing I think, actually, I was here a few days ago, standing right here, and eventually down here. I kind of made my way down the street. You'll see some of my shots in a second of what I did take, so this could be interesting. I did stay there for a while though, because getting some of these shots like this of a city coming alive, where people, in public, is about timing. So sometimes you do have to be patient and wait for the right opportunity to come along. So part of this, I wonder if you took any other shots while cars came and went, because traffic does tend to build up sometimes right here, because this is a long light, can be coming this way. So to get a long string of traffic here, that could have been pretty cool to get. Getting the timing right, so where you getting this car here, this car blurred in the part of frame where you want it to be. If you wanted it to be there, it kind of all depends. It stands out as the one car that's moving, that's blurry. So maybe try getting one or two cars coming in both directions. Would have been really cool. Like two streams of traffic, so just nothing but blur in the foreground. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, pretty cool. I dig it. Moving on. Go slow Wi-Fi. Go slow Wi-Fi. Another night shot. So I'm guessing you did this. This was more or less the same time of night, golden hour. Beautiful shot. Cloudless twilight sky. So not quite dark, not quite light, somewhere in between. There's that magic hour there with the light reflecting off of the pavement here. Yeah, the purple orange lights. I dig that. That's very cool. What did you shoot this at? 1 second. 1 second, f16. So you still had to cut light down a little bit there. Interesting. Okay, cool. So you got more of the Albion in here. I wish I could have seen more of the sign here, so I'm wondering if maybe going from the other direction, but then you lose that awesome line of buildings, including the cooperators and the condos in the background, so it kind of depends. Maybe ask the Albion to turn their sign. So here, and this was wide, wasn't it? 18mm. Yeah. So this here, it looks like so there was a car speeding through. So you just get it looks like there was a car or two going through, which you did catch a little bit of, but it's just a little ghost of it. So it's a little tiny effect of it. So I don't know. Because I didn't actually catch that at first, unless I'm completely going out of my mind and I'm seeing something that's not there. I assume that this streak here is from a car going past, but who knows? I could be seeing things. But if it is, it's so faint I almost didn't even notice it. So maybe even that it could be even too slow. You never know. You do need, if you are going for like the light streaking, for any people who are going for the light streaking kind of shots where you see the lights from the lights from many cars lighting up the street, lighting up the highway. That's a really slow shutter speed, but that's also that photo is taken with the shutter open for a very long period of time. But that's also with a lot of cars on the road, so that's more than one set of lights that you're seeing. So again, timing. So you may have had to wait for more cars to come through, a longer line of cars, constant stream of them, and then that you would have gotten a better effect of it. However, this may have been exactly what you're going for. So it just stood out that this one blurred car out almost got missed because it's barely noticeable. But yeah, other than that, without that effect, it's a wide of it. I prefer the black and white, but it's a wide of the downtown landscape. So yeah, I much preferred the black and white. I thought it was more stylish. So that's just my preference though, if I had to choose between the two. And moving on. Okay, I like the color and look of this one actually. This one looks a little bit more stylish. Would you shoot that at? 1/60, so again a little bit faster for 30 mil. Yeah, I like the look of the sky. This is it appears much sharper. So if you did do any processing on this, it does appear much sharper. Obviously faster shutter speed, so less motion blur. This is pretty stylish. I like this one. Of all three shots that you got here, double-decker bus downtown. Everybody's been seeing that double-decker bus around. It's very cool. Kind of wish that this Jeep wasn't in the way, so that this double-decker bus could be front and center. That would be very cool. Because right now it kind of looks mid-turn here. I would have waited maybe a second or two for that car in front to go, so I could just get a shot and focus in on the double-decker bus. But I wonder how much time also you waited in between these shots, because it looks like you did change this. You did change the settings, but also the light changed. Once you get to that crack of dawn or dusk time of day, the light changes very, very quickly. So you can wait a minute, 2 minutes max, and the light will change dramatically, and you'll lose it very, very quickly. It's a short window. It's a small window of time where you can get some really, really cool shots. But if you wait, you'll miss it. It just flies by. The first one of the photos from the very first challenge that I submitted was taken. I just kept snapping photos as the light changed downtown Toronto, and that was one of the shots that I took. But the light was just changing so often and fast. There was one time or another that I sat down and I thought, nope, I'm done. I'm not taking any more shots. Oh my god, the light looks awesome, and I would get back up and I start shooting again. So, anyways, I thought maybe the settings were changing, but also the light was changing as it was fading on the day. This looks very, very cool. I like this perspective a lot better. It's less, if we were to compare it to this one here, first of all, it's up off the ground more. We can see more down the street, and I like how we can see straight down the street. So the lights are all lining up. It appears that the perspective of the street is just shooting straight down there. I don't know. I just prefer that better. We can see the cooperators building a little bit clearer. I don't know. I prefer it much, much better. I would have waited for that truck to go by. That's it. And 1/60 is kind of in between point of, okay, you're trying to get motion blur or you're trying to freeze it. So, one or the other. Luckily, it looks like you're on a tripod, so you froze all of the city here. And it's just some of the cars that are in motion but not enough to really set them out of set them blurred. So it looks like there's a little bit of a ghostly blur to them, but very, very faint, which makes them stand out very much. It's the reverse apparently of focusing, getting sharp focus on your subject and blurring out the background. Background is in sharp focus, but this Jeep right here and the bus, slightly blurred, so they stand out. That's what I think makes it look surreal, very sharp. But yeah, I dig this one. This is stylish. Good job, Kim. I like it. Cool. Thank you very much for submitting. I really appreciate you submitting. So even though there are only 3 shots, please, I know that you apologize in your submission. Don't. I appreciate any shots that you send in. And I can't wait to see what you send in next week.